Okay, so this is a quick tutorial on how to make the Chrome extension work with your Chrome browser. So there's a few things you need to do first. One that's pretty obvious is first what you want to do is install the plugin, actually. So you want to go into Google Chrome, just open a new window, and then go to these three little dots, that's the settings, well, the more options kind of menu, and you want to click on more tools and the extensions. Now, for a normal Chrome browser, the developer mode will not be active. So what you want to do is activate that. And in that way, you can load your extension onto the browser. So our extension isn't packed yet. It's still in progress and still trying to, make it work. So what you want to do is click on Load Unpacked and then make your way to the extension folder, like the folder that contains all of your scripts, all of your files, and then just select that folder. And then it should install it. Now, after you've done that, you should notice that there's a unique ID for your extension. Now, I haven't figured out a good way to do this yet, but what you need to do is take this ID and then edit this NMH host file and put that ID into here, into like the highlighted part. So just replace that. Now, once that's done, you want to just close your browser and just reinstall it and see if it works, see if it installs. But normally it wouldn't work. So there's a few more things you have to do before that. Now, if you just open this Python file, we'll just open this Python file and show you. There's a few libraries that a computer might not have, which you need to ensure that it does. So one is Selenium. Selenium is an important library that's used for like scraping whatever we need. And then there's also Beautiful Soup, Pandas, OS, RE, JSON. A few of these might already be installed with Python, but you might just have to see which ones aren't there and then install them. Now you can just go into CMD if you have pip install. If you have pip installed, then you can just do pip install Beautiful Soup, and it should do it. After that, after you have all those libraries installed, you can click on this install host batch file. That will allow the extension to create a communication kind of network with the computer, or like with the Python script, and then allow the Python script to run. So that's what you want to do first. Now, after you've done all that, you can go onto the website. You can go on to extensions again. Now, this extension will only work with Coursera. So once you go into Coursera, if the URL contains coursera.org/learn, then what should happen is a window should pop up any minute now, any second now. There. So this window is basically going to scrape the data that's required and create a learning path respectively. So now if you just click on this arrow, so you'll see like the weekly content. If you just go down to syllabus, you can try and match it. So first will be course introduction. Now there's a few problems with this. Another sort of issue is that it will redo it every time the web page is updated. So you don't need to worry about that. That's fine. But there's a few issues with the file. It's the learning path itself, is that the words kind of get cut off sometimes. So there should be a relatively easy fix, but since the word dimensions vary, it's not a very easy to program fix across multiple courses. You could hard code it, but we'll get to that later. So now if you just check, and it should show the content you have to do week by week, or within a week as well. So it starts with introduction, then union find, then analysis of algorithms, and then stacking queues, and so on, basically. Now, what you could do is also try another course. Let's see, history. Oh no, just look up any course. Maybe do history. Let's go into here. Another partial problem with this is that there's supposed to be a button called show more for some of them. Now, that doesn't work sometimes, so that's also I've tried fixing it, but I couldn't find a very easy solution. I'll still continue working on it, but for now, that's a problem, and as the window didn't close, you can kind of tell that it broke. So what we want to do is just test it with another one that has, like, let's say, show more. Maybe this one. Let's see. No. I'm just gonna click on this one. This one might have more weeks. Yeah, there. So that's show more. This time it should work. Just wait. So now what will happen is it'll go to syllabus, then click show more, then scrape it, and then close. There we go. It worked. So now it should change. Now, see, this is another problem. It's just that the words kind of overlap. Not exactly sure how I'm going to fix that yet, but it's a work in progress. So, and this top div for the HTML part is for the badges. Now, you can pass in a dummy badge set, and it'll work in a similar way as the learning path. It'll just create a badge ladder. You can change the circle node into, like, a, let's say, a square node to, like, more accurately fit the badges, to more precisely fit the badges. That could be good. But after you do all that, it should essentially work. Now, for the badge set, you can pass in something later, and it should be fine. But it's just really similar to, like, learning path, so you can just take reference to the learning path and easily duplicate and create the badge ladder and just work from there. Yeah, that should be it. And if you have any questions, you can still let me know. But should be about right.